Hello and welcome to another wobbly camera guy video. This is going to be a slightly different video from the norm. Rather than just doing a demonstration of some cooking thing or something else, I'm actually going to give you a little bit of a background as to why I've actually started doing YouTube videos. If you've been considering doing this, it might be worth listening to what I've got to say. You might be in a similar position, and it's something that really is worth considering. Give you a bit of a background to me. Basically 57, live in the Midlands, as you can probably tell from my wonderful accent. Got my own house, car, got a good job. My boss is good. Work long hours though. On top of that, I have to look after my elderly dad now. Bless him, he's doing well, but obviously it does take up a lot of time. So yeah, by the time you've done everything, there's very little time sort of left. But you can't help noticing other people who just seem to have all the time in the world, that seem very successful, always laughing and joking, doing what they want to do. And you're thinking, well, I'd like some of that as well. You just seem to be on this sort of hamster wheel of sort of, getting up, going to work, coming back, doing what you got to do, rinse and repeat and carry on. Really, I mean, sometimes you almost think like sort of, your life is like sort of as if you was, if you was an ice cream, I think I'd be vanilla, which is a strange thing to say, but basically just kind of like, you just keep to the straight and narrow, do as you're told and stuff. But I don't know, other people just seem to get away with doing different things and much more happy and much more successful. So I started about sort of 18 months ago. I was starting to look on YouTube and just seeing, I should say, what different people were doing. Now, you've got to be careful with YouTube because there's a lot of rubbish on there, but there is also some things that are, I think, quite genuine and also sort of certainly give you some new ideas and things. I'll tell you what it is, I actually sort of, about 10 months ago, on a Sunday morning, I was actually just driving somewhere and I was in this woman of mature years, so we say, and she was jogging up the road. She wasn't going very fast. And your first thought is to actually ridicule her. And I thought afterwards, well, to be honest, if she can do it, I've got no excuse as to why I can't do it. So the following Sunday, I actually grabbed out a real pair of old trainers that I got and jogging bottoms. Made sure it was early in the morning so nobody could see, and I actually went out for a run. Probably did about 3/4 of a mile, absolutely knackered. But from that, gave me a little bit of a boost of confidence, and I've actually started doing it regularly. And I've actually been doing it since then for about sort of like 10 months now. And it's something that's quite proud of, and it's something that does give you a bit more sort of confidence and things. And looking at YouTube, it's what sort of these successful people actually sort of do. One of the things they do is they exercise regularly and obviously watch what they eat, as well as doing 1,000 or other sort of things. But it's something that just starts off just that little bit of sort of a step forward, shall we say, rather than just doing the same old thing day in sort of day out. Other things that are kind of like sort of triggering you on these sort of thoughts. My nieces, they're all successful. My God, they do so well, especially Marianne, bless her. She's just, she's got her own business. She does her own sort of vlogging. She does everything, and she's a real sort of inspiration. So I will give a bit of a plug on it because I'm really sort of proud of what she does. But there was, on YouTube, there was a video which really sort of hit home. It was an interview that Tom Bilyeu did, his American guy, with a guy called Tony Robbins, another one. These are both kind of life coaches. And it's a real killer video, and I'll leave a link at the bottom. I've got no association with these people, but I think it's something that if you've got 5 minutes to watch, it really hits home. Makes you think about things from a completely sort of different way of life, really. And the other guy who I kind of, again, I've started to sort of listen to more, and he does make a lot of sense, is a guy called Gary Vaynerchuk. Again, another American guy. Again, I've got no association with these people. It's just me just looking online, just seeing what's out there, etc. So my next thought was, well, if these guys can do videos, why can't I? So I did a spur of the moment. I grabbed hold of my digital camera, did like a real purser of cooking video. Not that I know much about cooking, but the idea was that I could just video edit from sort of the one sort of place. So just using my little digital camera and recorded it. And I thought, because I recorded it in different sort of scenes, different sort of, if you like, sort of sections of sort of time, I needed to stitch them all together. So I ended up kind of sort of downloading some free software, some video editing software. and actually sort of managed to crudely sort of stitch these sort of together. And if I can do these things, my God, you can do them, because I'm absolutely rubbish at things like this. So I did it, and then I thought, do I really want to publish this? Because it is poor, to be honest, but it's something I thought, I've got to do this. So I actually sort of registered with YouTube, downloaded it and put it on. I thought, everybody's going to ridicule it, even if they bother sort of to look at it, until I'm thinking, it's going to be a dead duck. But the next day I had a quick look on, and actually a couple of people had actually looked at it, and I had a couple of comments as well. I can't tell you how encouraging that was. That one, somebody took the time to actually sort of look at the video, and more importantly, they actually took the time and trouble to actually sort of give me some feedback as well, which really, really does sort of hit home and actually makes you quite grateful, and it makes you think, well, actually, yeah, you can actually do these things. It isn't something that everybody else does except for yourself. So what I have done, I've actually done a few more videos now. Not many people have sort of looked at them, and to be honest, I'm not really looking for that. I'm actually doing it for the experience, and it does give you more confidence. And to be honest, I've even got one follower, which when that happened, that gave me such a boost. I can't tell you, it was great. So I appreciate that person who did that for me. As I say, it does give you confidence doing these things. So if you are considering doing a YouTube video and thinking, everybody else seems to be able to do it, but you can't do it, trust me, if I can do it with my real poor sort of video techniques, my shaky wobbly sort of camera, and my poor attempts at sort of cooking, and my dreadful sort of accent, and people have actually took the time and trouble to actually watch it, you can do it. And I tell you, it is worth doing it. It does give you that little bit of confidence and a booster, confidence booster I should say. I can't talk correctly, can I? And it also, no doubt you've been sort of, if you got this far with this video, it's something that you've been considering. I'm just a normal bloke, I'm just, I'm so sort of vanilla, you'd be unbelievable. But I'm now starting to think of other things that I thought were totally impossible. They now seem to think not quite so impossible, and you're starting to give more thought to them. I would encourage you to do it. It is worth it, and you never know where it's going to go. And I'm actually going to keep this up, and hopefully, if more and more people like it, I might actually sort of invest in a little bit of better sort of equipment and make something a bit more professional, and learn something, and get something from the experience. What I will do is I'll leave you a link to that Tom Bilyeu video. I think that's really sort of good, and also to Gary Vaynerchuk. As I say, I've got no association with these people. I just think that they're actually sort of a good people to actually sort of to watch, and maybe just get some ideas of different approach and a different sort of view on things. And I'll also leave a little link of my niece Marianne, because I'm proud of her, and what the hell, why not do that? So yeah, I'd really encourage you to do it. It doesn't take that much effort actually, and to be honest, even creating a video, a YouTube channel banner. Can't speak, can I today? Again, there's loads and loads of information on YouTube on how to actually sort of do this. Plenty of free software. As I say, if I can actually do it and just put something crudely together, it's surprising how it actually kind of turns out. So yeah, go for it, do it. Don't worry about people laughing at you, or if you might think that you're going to make a fool of yourself. It actually doesn't matter. The important thing is actually doing it, because I found that once you've done that and you press the upload button and you come back the next day and you see a few people have actually sort of viewed it and you've had no negative comments, it gives you the real confidence to go, do you know what? I can do this as well as everybody else. So go ahead and do it. If you've got any questions and things on what I've used to do the editing, or how I've sort of done the banner, etc., I'll gladly help you out. But to be honest, all I did was just put those questions onto the YouTube search, came up with it. There's loads of people who are demonstrating this. And yeah, you're up and sort of running. So it doesn't matter if you just got your own sort of, your iPhone camera or wherever sort of phone that you happen to have. Just hold it in your hand, press the sort of video button, start recording. And it doesn't matter if you make a hash of it, just have another go at it and keep sort of going. And once you've got something together, just upload it and just see what happens. And yeah, I would encourage you to do it. I'm glad I did it. Go for it. That's all I will say. If you got this far, appreciate you listening, and hopefully if you if you want to have a look at some of my other videos, so you can see how bad or good they are. You can see, exactly where I'm coming from. Thanks for watching anyway, and I'll catch up with you soon.